Hello and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we are taking a look at Canadian National Railway and Canadian Pacific to see whether we are buying or waiting for price to fall. Both of these companies are in railroad industry. If we compare their rail network, CNR operates from East Coast to West Coast as well as down in US, whereas CP operates from East Coast to West Coast as well as in some parts of US. Both of these companies are trading in Canadian dollars as well as in US dollars. On the screen, left side is CNR and right side is CP. The market cap of CNR is almost $105 billion, whereas market cap of CP is $87 billion. Trading 12-month PE of CNR is 20, whereas for CP it is 37. Trailing 12-month price to free cash flow is 26 for CNR, whereas for CP it is 80. CNR is paying $2.93 in dividends and yielding at 1.94%, whereas CP is paying 76 cents in dividends and yielding at 0.81%. The payout ratio of CNR is 36% and 30% for CP. These are the key statistics of both of these companies. Now let's see their financial statements. Personally, I like to see at least 10 years of financial data. Let's start with income statement. On top of your screen is CNR and bottom side is CP. Under income statement, we can see that revenue for CNR is $14.7 billion, whereas revenue for CP is almost $8 billion. Revenue is growing for both of these companies. The net income is $4.8 billion for CNR and $2.8 billion for CP. The net income is also growing for both of these companies. The number of shares outstanding for CP is almost same, whereas for CNR it is decreasing as compared to past 10 years. Now let's move on to balance sheet. Here we can see the total assets and total liabilities for both of these companies. Both company has more assets than liabilities, which is good thing to see. Let's move on to cash flow statement. On the screen, we can see cash from operating activity is increasing for both of these companies. Dividend paid by these companies are increasing and free cash flow is also increasing. Let's move on to Freeform tool to see how both company has performed over the past few years. In Freeform tool, I like to see at least 7 years of financial data. Here on my screen, you guys can see revenue for CNR is growing at compounded annual growth rate of 2.98%, whereas for CP it is growing at compounded annual growth rate of 2.44% over the past 7 years. The income has grown over the past 7 years at 6.74% compounded annually for CNR and 6.26% for CP. The number of shares outstanding has decreased by 2.25% for CNR and increased by 1.81% for CP. The average free cash flow of last 7 years is close to $2.7 billion for CNR and $1.1 billion for CP. The average price to earning of CNR is 20.17 and for CP it is 21.13. The average price to free cash flow value is close to 31 for CNR and 40 for Canadian Pacific. Last but not the least, dividend growth over the past 7 years is 14.22% compounded annually for CNR and 15.33% for CP. By looking at the financial statements, we can conclude that both CNR and CP has strong balance sheets, and personally I don't think both of these companies are going under anytime soon. The current PE is close to 20 for CNR, which is not that bad, and 37 for CP, which is high in my opinion. I am happy to hold my current shares of both of these companies. I will be adding more shares as share price drop for both of these companies, especially for CP. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for future content, and let me know your views on this company down in the comment section. See you in the next video.